So your life code really is laying out the path, but your name changes the path, changes the way that you experience the path. If you are having a disagreement with somebody, and the person doesn't seem to agree with you, you have some fruit flies flying around, like you see it. That's where everybody is getting the fruit flies. Okay, so now that's because we have a lot of fruits in here. Okay, maybe we can put up here. Is it hot in here? Okay. So now it's very important when you're having a disagreement with somebody. It might not be that the person is conscious of what they're doing. And for example, someone might sound like they're correcting you in a bad way, but they're not correcting you in a bad way because their feeling is inside is different. So sometimes what comes out through the mouth is not what's in the heart. Right? So what comes out through the mouth is different from how you feel. And some people, when they're sad, they don't know, you don't know they're sad. You don't know that that person is going through a tough time because they're always smiling. They're always putting on a good face because they are pretending to be happy on the outside, but they are really not happy on the inside. So that's where life code can help you. Life code comes in to tell you, well, today is a bad day, or today is a good day. How is the person feeling? So if you really know your life code numbers and know how to calculate life code, you can actually know how the person is feeling that day. So if today is a 28, that means that if you're 1, that means you're feeling very good today. Things are happening. Good. So the inside of your body, inside of your mind, inside of your heart reflects the true feeling in your life code, even though the person outside might not be happy on their face. Okay? They might sound like they're sad or something like that, but inside they're really happy. So it's vice versa. When you're sad, you make it look like you're happy, and so on. So that's where life code can help you to understand that. But the main thing that affects your whole experience is your name. And the name is what creates your experience. For example, we talk about the Iraq, the Iran, the I. And all the people with the name I, who have a first name I, went through suffering in the beginning of 9 years. Remember, each letter covers 9 years of your life. The first letter covers the first 9 years. So all the people who were born with the I as the first, like Indira, or Inez, or Iraq, or Iris, all suffer with a lot of suffering in the first 9 years of age. But if you have an I in your name, at some point in time, when you reach that age, you will be suffering that letter I means suffering. So you suffer that those times. And if you check it, you will find that's correct with your name. So each letter used affects your name for 9 years. But in between also it affects a little bit from the other letters. But not as major as the exact letter. Okay, so let's say now we have Della here. Della, how do you spell Della? So, and how old are you now? 51. So we're looking at 5, 9, 45, 6 letters. So it's D, E, L, L, A. What comes after that? Drupal, D. So that means you're working hard.
Very.
Right. So she is in the 5th letter of her name. The 6th letter of her name. which is Della D. D is for the next D. And she's working hard, so she's in fifth level. Now she is, let's say she's friends with Martha now. And Martha, you're M-A-R-T-E, right? So you're in the fifth letter? Fifth letter is A, independence. You're in the M, Malik. M-A-R-T-E. You're in the sixth letter?
Oh, sorry.
You're in the fifth letter, right? Yeah, I don't want to make you older than you are. Okay. I'm trying to get make you young. So the fifth letter in Martha is A. So Della and Martha are working together. So what happened now? I'm just saying that. That's not true. I'm just putting Martha and Della together. And we put them in a partnership to work with together. But Martha is in the A cycle, and Della is in the D cycle. So A means independent, alone, by herself, and a little bit bossy in the time. D now means hardworking, stress and everything. So their partnership now, who is going to work harder? Della, right. Because she's in that experience. She's in the experience of working harder. Now Martha might not see that. Because she's independent, she wants to do things by herself, right? And she doesn't want to do the groundwork. The groundwork has to be done by the D. See? So she's going to be more of a leadership position. And if you reverse it, you put her in the leadership position and put her to do the work, it won't get done. See that? So that's why the name of the people, when they match, can match differently, even though they have the same life code or they have a good life code together. They can still have a problem. So if you're wondering why people, they're good, very good match in the compatibility, in the life code compatibility, they're a good match. But they still have disagreement. It's because of the name, the experience of the name. So that's why it's good to understand how the other person is experiencing this through their name. So that's why when I change your name, I change the experience.
I want to change my name.
What's your name?
Miriam.
Miriam. Okay, let's take a look at Miriam. M-I-R-I-A-M, right? You know how to spell it?
Yes.
M-I-R-I-A-M? Okay, so how old are you now?
55.
So she's in this sixth letter, and she's almost finishing the sixth letter. Right?
I'm glad.
Okay, what's the sixth letter? M. That's so hard work, or work problems. Job problems, work problems. And what's the next name now? Begin?
Elizabeth.
Oh, look at that. Elizabeth.
That's good.
That's you, right? That E. So she's getting into the E now.
Yes.
So that means she's going to move, she's going to travel,
Yeah.
she's going to find some nice experience. Right. Elizabeth is good to start with here. Don't worry, you were spoiled when you were young, Elizabeth.
Don't worry.
She was spoiled. She had a lot of nice toys.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when she was before 9 years old. And then, in fact, up to 18, because L is very good too. Right. So now you're in the I, right? And I is almost finished. So you go into Z. Yeah, Z is, I think it's 8. So it's going to be very good. Lots of prosperity coming up there. So you see your name can tell you the next cycle. They're very simple. You don't even need a chart for that. Right? Now, Elizabeth is in the I cycle. And what is Gustavo?
V.
V. V is also is a 6. It means pain and health and things like that. So, are you finishing it now?
No.
Okay, you still have some time to go.
Just that.
So a little frustration. You get frustrated at a lot of things
Yeah.
at this time. But look at that, the I, which you're in 9 and 6. which is the V. So there will be some disagreement there. In other words, Gustavo is going to say, I love you, Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is going to say, no, I don't believe you. that happens because of the experience, see? Because you're experiencing it differently at different levels, right?
What happens when you finish your name and your last name?
You can never really reach your last name, that'll be about 81 years old. Because it's 9 years for each letter.
9 years.
Oh, okay.
Each letter is 9 years. So when you're 27, you're what, 27, right? 29. So she's bringing the new one, which is after I, what is that? Z. Oh, okay, so you're in the Z, and she's going to start the Z soon. You're in the Z, which is going to be prosperity now.
Good.
Right?
Good.
Right, so, and then, so Z is going to, that means you and Gustavo, now you're going to believe Gustavo when he says, I love you. Now you're going to believe it. See now?
When does my cycle end?
No, the next one ends in 36. It's every 9 years. See? So, so again, you see why people disagree? Even though they have the similar good life code, they still have disagreement because of the name, right? And if you match the names, you will see the experience. Now, why is so important the name? Because now that you're running, let's say, an I, Martha is running an A, right? And you're running a D, which is hard work. Now, the mantras come in. What are the mantras going to do now? Remember, your name is a vibration. Your name is a full mantra, it's a vibration. So now, if somebody is playing rock and roll, right, and you don't like rock and roll, what's going to happen? You're going to walk away. But if they're playing nice music, maybe Jim Reeves or something, some classical music, or Elvis Presley, then if you like that, you will stay. So the vibration with your body and everything can contradict each other. So now the purpose of mantra is to work with the vibrations with you. So not everybody has the same mantra. Not everybody can get results from the same mantra, the same result. Each person will experience the mantra differently. For example, the Kali Durga. I had one lady, when she gets, as soon as she hears Kali Durga, she falls asleep. And then another one lady, as soon as she hears Kali Durga, she's full of energy. Because why? It's matching your vibration, your personal vibration within you. So that's why when certain mantras are praying, it will help you. Right? They say Om Namah Shivaya is a universal mantra, it affects everybody. But then there's also a secret mantra that you're supposed to have. And that secret mantra usually comes from your guru. In other words, your guru gives you a mantra that no one else can have. That mantra works for you throughout your life. As they call it, the guru mantra. Right? So usually when the person is ready, you can't go ask the guru for the mantra now. The guru knows when you're ready. And the guru, because the teacher, he knows when you're going to graduate. So the guru knows when you're ready, so he gives you the mantra. Right? Now, there's what you call love mantras, there's all kind of mantras. Yes. So the guru mantra is what makes your life change quickly if you have problems. Because it changes the vibration quickly within you.